look at how to actually add navigation bar to your project, that is bottom navigation bar, and it's very essential for every Flutter project. Okay, so before we start that, let me actually cd into my desktop and then add a new project, and we're gonna create that very quickly, and it's really simple. Okay, so on my desktop I'll create the Flutter project, and we're gonna call that probably let's call it mm, bottom navigation. Yes, it's a long name, but it's okay. Bottom navigation, perfect. Okay, so for the bottom navigation, let me drag it into VS Code, and let's begin with the project. What did I drag? I drag this. Okay, good. So let me squeeze it to this side. Okay, good. So what we're gonna do is to start with the bottom navigation. Uh, Let me clear everything in here. Everything in here. Yeah, let's say to this stage. It's okay. And then we leave. Yeah, we leave this. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna start with this template. Good. All right. So let me rename this to bottom navigation bar. Okay, good. So we are done with this one. Now let me create a simple close this. I'm gonna create a stateless widget, since we are not actually gonna add more more set state, so stateless will be okay. So I'm gonna call this button simple. Okay, so at the home I call the button here. Yes, smart. Okay, so here we actually gonna return a scaffold. A scaffold here. Perfect. I'm gonna save this and run it so that we can actually check what we are doing as and when I add a new code to it. Okay, so what we would do is to let me go to the Explorer. I see my files. Okay, so in here we are actually gonna add a title and then three bottom navigators. How to do that, and also do some changes and properties on other stuff on it. Okay, so here for the theme first, I'm gonna set the debug show mode to off, but I want this to start first. Okay, so in here we'll have our show banner off here, and let me do that. This is taking more time. Let me do that now. So add a debug. I set it to false. Okay, perfect. Then false. Then here we're actually gonna add the app bar here, and app bar. Good. And in here I'll set the title of the app bar. So title, and we'll use a test widget to set the title here. Okay, so the title will be, let's say, button navigation bar demo. Okay, perfect. And then after the title, what should we add? I think basically that's all we'll be doing here. And let me start adding. So we have this here, this here. Let's go right. So let me add the, instead to leave this title here, let me set the title in the middle. So I use the center title. Let me see, center. No. I have to do that here. This is the appropriate place. So I do center title and then set it to true. Perfect. So this should actually be true. Let me clear this here. Okay, let's see what's happening. Okay, title center to true. Okay, perfect. So next is to add what? The button navigator. So we start with the button navigator bar. We select this one, the first one, and then we add button navigator, this. Then we give it, yes. So for the items in here, first we'll have to have a first item, and the first item will be our, let me open this wider. Okay, perfect. Okay, so our first item will actually be our button. We call the button navigator item, this one. Okay, and for the first item will be our icon. So we're gonna add icon to this. We call this icon, and inside here we're gonna call the icons dot call, icons dot call. Okay, so this will be our first icon for our button navigator. Then we're gonna add a label to, yeah, label to our icon, and this will just be a text. Yeah, we can use single or double quote, so we call this call. Next will be our second item, and what we can do is just copy and paste this first item here and then paste it in the second one, third item, and then we paste it. All we have to change here is simply the icon. So the next icon will be using a camera icon, this one, and then the next one, let's use the chat icon. Okay, so chat icon here. Good. So we have this. So this one will be chats. Instead for it to be calls, we call this chats, and then this one will be camera. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna save this, then we'll see what we have on the screen. Okay, perfect. So now we have this what button navigation bars, and then with our icons and labels, so calls, camera, and then chat. Okay, so what are other functions we can add to this? We can actually add properties like changing the color of the selected one. Since this is actually blue, we can change the color of this one to maybe purple or whatever we want. So we need to use what we call the selected item color. Good, like this, and then we set our colors, colors dot, let's say we're gonna use a purple, so I use the purple accent here, and then I save. This should change to purple accent. Perfect. And next one, we can also add unselected for our unselected buttons. For example, we can say the unselected item color, and we can set our colors to what? Colors to probably, let's give it white, because now it's black, so no, it's gray rather. So we see, oh, it's missing because of the background. So If we want it to appear, then we can add a background. We can change the background color using the background, and we call colors dot. Let's say we want to do this a gray, and this gray, I'm gonna keep the gray 900 here. Okay, perfect. So these are some of the things we can do, and let's see, this is really flat, so we can add an elevation to this elevation, and we can set this to probably 15 or whatever we want to, whatever value we want to add there. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Perfect. We want our page and this to really look seamlessly, like following the same color pattern. So let's watch here. For our app bar, we have the app bar, we have the scaffold. The scaffold, we can actually change the scaffold widget color to probably using the colors dot, and we use a gray as well. Yeah, let's use the gray 900 so that our colors will be uniform. Okay, so let's see. Perfect. Okay, but these and this, they are not too much difference in here, so why don't we change that to 850 so that we can actually see the difference a bit. Perfect. Good. Then our app bar, we can change the app bar to black so that it will be really neat. So app bar here, and okay, app bar here, title. Okay, now I change the app bar background color, and then I change colors dot. So I use black here. Okay, good, perfect. So now we have our what? Our navigation bar demo set. So now we can simply add what? Our navigation bar in our projects. That is really easy to do. Just simple page, and then we have the app bar, and then we have the navigation bar using the icons, and then we use the labels down here and all that here. So there's a lot of property. You can actually explore most of the properties in our next video, and we're gonna add another video, and this will be more details on how to actually manipulate your pages using your your app bar icons down here. So watch out for the next video. I'm gonna end this and see you in the next one. If you have any problem, you can actually comment on a video, or you can also ask any kind of question you want, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. See you. Peace. I'm out.